Good morning. So my girlfriend, she was at the gym yesterday and she overheard four old ladies talking about COVID. And one of these old ladies had questions. And she said, people are getting so sick. People are getting COVID, getting sick, right? And she asked questions about it. Was it really necessary? Did it do any good? And then later, my girlfriend ran into her, and my girlfriend said, I heard you talking about COVID. You had questions about it, right? And then the old lady got scared, terrified, and said, I took them all, I've been a good person, see? She thought maybe my girlfriend was from the authorities or something, right? And then my girlfriend had to tell her, I just wanted to let you know that I didn't take any of these needles, and you can actually say no to these needles. And then the old lady said, well, the pressure on old people to take these needles was incredible. It was very hard to say no to them. If you were an old person, you see. Now, I remember back in 2020, this was before the needle came, I was talking to this guy, and I said, I think this is just a flu. And this guy started laughing. He said, no, they wouldn't do what they do if it was just a flu. This is a ridiculous idea, And that's maybe the thing, isn't it? They were all in agreement. So it was very hard to believe that they were all lying, that they were all wrong, right? So he just laughed and called me crazy. Well, they were wrong, weren't they? All of them. Now, I was listening to this. This is happening just now. There's a COVID inquiry in the UK, government inquiry. And this guy, Whitty, was there to talk. I remember this guy. Chief Medical Officer for England at the time, right? And he said, I worry we overstated the danger of COVID at the start of the pandemic. Right. The government potentially overdid the warnings at the start of the pandemic, as lockdowns were introduced and the vulnerable were told to shield. He said, I was worried at the beginning. I still worry in retrospect. Actually, in retrospect, he said, about whether we got the level of concern right. I think that that balance is really hard, and arguably some people would say we, if anything, overdid it rather than under at the beginning. Wow, yeah, of course you did. No, I think this is maybe if you look at the future, this is the key thing, isn't it? Will people be able to see through it? When they are all in agreement, right? Politicians, all the experts in media, and the celebrities, they all agree when the next thing comes, right? Will people be able to see through it and question it? See? This is pretty hard, I suppose. For me it wasn't, but I can see that it is hard for people to say, well, they are all wrong. Well, they are all lying about this thing. Well, that's pretty hard, I think. But that's the key, isn't it? Because they will do it again. And they will all be in agreement, right? TV news coming on, every day about this thing. Media, and these politicians and all, and it's global, right? So at that point, to question the whole thing, well, it takes some courage, doesn't it? And some determination to say, oh, you're all wrong, all of you. And I think this will be the key to the next one. I'm sure there will be more the next time, right? More people will say, I don't know, I think you're lying about this thing. I know more people will say it. Right, what do you think? Be good.